Hi, this is Melanie from Blue Diamond, and today I wanted to talk to you about where you work, where you do your best work. And this is not necessarily about, which organization do I work in or what kind of team do I work in, but in fact, the physical location of where you do your best work. Now, I talk to a lot of clients, and I also have been traveling around these last couple of weeks, and I've had some very interesting conversations about where people work. Now, there are a number of organizations that are really insisting that people go back into the office 2 or 3 days a week at this point in time. Some of these are being very structured, it's done in a very formal way. Some of these are much more informal in encouraging people to go back into the office 2 to 3 days a week. And that seems to be the best situation, the best combination of getting into the work, having some interaction with people, having those face-to-face conversations, hearing some of those incidental conversations, and having some time to get on with your work as well. So, if you are a manager of other people, finding a way that works for you and that works for your team members is really important. If you work for an organization where it is a lot more strict and a lot more structured, this can be challenging. I acknowledge that. And organizations are doing this for different reasons. Sometimes they feel it is around getting people back, having that collaboration. Sometimes it's more a financial cost. We have this real estate, we want to be using it. And there might be other reasons as well. But to the extent that you can find that flexibility yourself, feel empowered, and extend it to other people can be really important as well. Now, the other thing that I wanted to say about where you work is we don't always do our best work sat at our desk. I know that I don't always do my best work sat at my desk. And actually, I use this position here, or if I'm sat in a hotel room or somebody else's house or a different office. I've been in lots of different places recently. When I'm talking to a client, I'm typically sat down at a desk and having a conversation a little bit like I am here. If, however, I'm doing something a bit different, so maybe I need to be more creative, maybe I'm doing some creative writing, or I'm creating a future workshop, or I'm doing some strategic thinking. Actually, I've found that being sat here at my desk is not the best place. And finding, my sofa in my lounge or somewhere else in the house, or going out for a walk or sitting in a coffee shop, all of these places can actually be useful to help maybe stimulate some different thoughts, create a different environment for me to be successful in. So that's all I wanted to say today. Partly the finding some flexibility and leverage in terms of your situation, whatever that situation is, and experimenting a little bit about where and how you work and how to, I guess, get the best out of your working environment. So that's it for today. Hope you found it useful, and please subscribe below.